A lot of attention certainly on what President-elect Trump is going to bring to the economy when he takes over. Talk that he has a very big economic initiative that will be many-pronged, as they say, and look at tax cuts, big regulatory relief, maybe done through executive orders and the like. The former Treasury Secretary of the United States, John Snow, joining us on the phone. Served, of course, under Bush 43. Secretary, an honor to have you. Thank you for taking the time.
Hey, Neil, wonderful to be back with you.
What do you make, and of course it's just a bunch of names that are thrown out there, but several from the financial community, Secretary, many from Wall Street. Too early to tell what that might mean, but again, that urge to sort of get that group represented. You were not from that reserve. I always thought that was to your advantage. But what do you make of this push to get someone who will be from a financial inner circle?
Well, you know, I don't want to speculate on
oh, please, feel free.
on possible nominees, but there are a lot of good candidates, and the transition team's going through a careful review process. I'm sure they'll come up with some really good names that'll serve the president and the country well.
What I worry about when I hear Wall Street is, and I take nothing against them, it's not as if we've fired on all cylinders in the past when we have gone there. And I'm just wondering why go back to that petri dish. Now, maybe it's one thing to calm the markets. I don't think, looking at them now, they need much calming. But do you need someone from there or someone from a large manufacturing or a large rail concern, as you did, that might be better to sort of send a signal? We want to bring what makes America great back again, that kind of stuff.
Well, wherever they come from, Neil, the critical thing is that whoever that person is completely on the wavelength with the new president, with the president-elect, and understands that it's the president's policies, not his or her policies. I remember when I first came in, George Shultz came to see me, and he said, "John, you're going to get asked the question, Mr. Secretary, what's your policy on this or that?" And he said, "I got asked that question often, and there's only one answer. And the answer is, I'm pleased to serve, but it's the president's policies, not my policies." And any cabinet officer that doesn't understand that it's the president's policies, not his or her policies, is going to get it all wrong. So that would be my first point. I think of Hank Paulson, then a co-chair of Goldman Sachs. I don't think he got that memo. I'm not here to disparage him or others, but they come in with pretty big egos, right? Yeah, sure, and you need a big ego to have those jobs, but you got to keep it under control, and you got to recognize that you're not the boss. You didn't get elected president of the United States. Mr. Trump got elected president of the United States, and he got elected because of the policies that he took to the American people. And the American people are going to hold the new president accountable for those policies. So whoever it is needs to be able to communicate those policies, to market those policies, sell those policies, represent those policies effectively, and recognize, keep their ego under control, recognize it's the president's policies, not your policies. You're the instrument of the president.
You know, a lot has been made of the fact that he wants to start, as Donald Trump wants to start with a very aggressive agenda, cutting taxes, cutting regulations, and there are a lot of folks who say, yeah, we have this deficit, we have this debt. If you don't send a signal that you're going to deal with that, even right off the mark, then you could be missing your chance. That's a lot of people expect a lot of things simultaneously. I understand, Secretary, but where do you stand, for example, on the tax cuts that a lot of people want to see, but others worry that it's going to, at least near term, hurt the deficit?
Well, the urgency right now is to get the economy going again, or as Mr. Trump says, you know, get America going. And I'd put the priority there. If we can get the economy going, if we can increase investment in the United States, bring back those funds that are held overseas, that'll raise productivity, that'll make America more competitive, that'll create more jobs, that'll raise wages, and we'll have time to worry about the deficit as we get the economy growing. I'd make the priority getting the economy growing, but recognizing that deficits matter, and you've got to get that balance right.
All right, Secretary, thank you very, very much.